Mic check. I used to cop a lot, but never cop no drop. Hold mics like ponytails tight and bobble ops. Stop, stick around, come through and dig the sound of the flop round.
This psychotic can of iced tea will use agave and B vitamins to savagely murder your face. Turn its insides into balloon animals to book gigs at children's birthday parties.
It's great marketing. They did well with the marketing.
They like you know how like women do Stanley Cup. Manliness is like liquid death.
Yeah. This is my masculine Stanley Cup.
This is the dude wipes of have you seen those dude wipes?
Yeah.
Those are just baby wipes.
Yeah, I don't know why they did this.
My balls need male specific.
They just want to market to big babies, big baby boys.
Big baby boy.
Big baby boy.
Yeah.
Why am I'm not recording this way. We're not doing that. Trying to get my clock on so I can just watch the clock while we're... There we go. Stopwatch. That's all I need. Yeah, you can just move the mic towards you, and I do casual, like, I don't even, like, get crazy, you know. Just
okay.
casual.
Is this good?
Yeah, you're good. We're in it. We're doing it.
We're locked in, man.
We're live. No, we're not live. Yeah, please don't have an anaphylactic shock on here. It's like she's allergic to peach, and she took the peach tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is all an elaborate ruse to poison me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, yo, this wall's a good wall. I like the wall.
It's better than my old
There's
wall.
a lot of Bill Cosby on it.
Yeah, Bill Cosby, and I got
one of my heroes.
R. Kelly, another
Kelly?
rapist. Who else will be out here
Oh,
raping?
Bill Cosby in.
I don't know. I don't know if they're actually raping. I was talking to Danny in the last episode that I don't think Bill Cosby actually did anything wrong.
You and Candace Owens are like the only two. And she says some interesting things. So I mean, I'm here for it, but
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you into? Have we talked about conspiracies? Are you into conspiracies at all?
I feel like the world's a conspiracy. So like, there's some that I'm like, you know, people don't have their shit together that much. Like the moon landing thing, I'm like it's harder to fake than to just like go to the moon. Like
Yeah.
If Katy Perry can make it to space, I think JFK like succeeded. But no, the Bill Cosby one's weird. He has a lot of stuff too that's just in the toilet now, like Fat Albert.
Yeah.
I showed some of my students Fat Albert, and they were like transfixed. First of all, that a character is called Fat Albert.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you don't believe in the Bill Cosbys?
I don't know. I don't know because like I feel like I was telling Danny like if you have money, if you're a rich man, like you can pay for sex. Like you don't need to like I don't feel like you need to steal sex. Like you're like you can get it in any way, whichever way you want, unless you've got some like weird fucking like rapey fucking thing that you love to rape people and it's just exciting for you.
I mean, I do it for the passion. That's what I'm saying. Find a passion. The cure to male loneliness.
That's what I'm saying. Is it just I mean
my Roman Empire.
Is beating women and raping them. I don't know.
I think that's a lot of men's Roman Empire though. That's kind of
since the beginning of time, they've been raping people.
Yeah, like a street near your house is called Adamson. We're all sons of Adam. I'm not accusing Adam of anything, but seems to
he was out there raping.
Yeah.
No,
eat this apple, bitch.
If any of my stuff ever gets monetized, this would be the first episode to get demonetized because the first minute is just rape. We approve this message.
Brought to you by
Bye
and Liquid Death.
By death.
By death. Yeah. Goodbye.
That's why I keep a hammer over there on the desk in case I need to rape anybody. Just knock them out after.
In case a quick suicide attempt.
Or that, in case I need to end it real fast, but I don't know.
I had speaking of violent suicides, I had a psychiatrist who stabbed himself in the chest to death.
What?
Yeah, he's from the west coast of Florida, actually. Shout out Dr. Meerkatz, R.I.P.
What happened? Like, why? Was he suicidal, or he just couldn't take it anymore?
Yeah, so he stabbed himself in the chest in a gas station parking lot, and he stabbed himself in the chest like 20 times. I feel a little blithe about it. I'm just like, whatever.
I don't know. When you said 20 times, I was like, did somebody do it to him? Because
that's what
crazy. That's
thought.
crazy. You just be like, unless you double fist. Like, you know that, what was that? There's a TV show about the dudes that do the fucking, like, they make computers and, like, shit and, like, whatever, Silicon Valley. And they're talking about how many dicks can you jerk off within a certain period of time. And they're like, the most efficient way to jerk dicks off is line them up tip to tip and then just go like this.
Oh,
so I'm like, I wonder if the most efficient way to stab yourself is just like double. Like,
yeah, I got katanas.
That's crazy.
No, I suspect. So there was a article that came out about it where they were talking about he was like going through a divorce and all this. But also for a living, he over medicated children to the point of like abuse. So I'm like, maybe something caught up, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dirty business.
I can imagine.
If you torture kids for a living, maybe.
Dude, I've heard have you heard about those nurses that like, they'll kill people while they're in hospitals?
Big fan.
Big fan.
That was a little premature.
They kill people? Big fan.
Are you a fan of cops? Big fan that shoot black people? I said.
Oh my God, you crack me up. Yeah. They just be out there in hospitals just like killing. There was one lady that was convicted of like, I think there's a documentary or a TV or a movie or something after her. And she was just out there like in a hospital just like killing old people by over medicating them. Yeah,
it's a weird thing because it's like some people give them like the benefit of the doubt and like they have the stance of like you should euthanize people humanely. But then they're like, no, this bitch is like, she's like putting old people in toasters like giant Pop-Tarts. Like she's like being cruel about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I know a lot of nurses, Vinny has a bit about it, how nurses kill people like way more than any other healthcare person.
Yeah.
Some of which is just they have those long ass nails and then they'll like spread C. diff. They'll like change.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, C. diff is like the diarrhea disease that it's really contagious.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you go to the hospital and someone else has C. diff near you, you can like catch it real easy.
That's why you're supposed to be wearing gloves when they be doing shit to you.
Yeah. But if you got those really long nails, like there's like a extra risk.
Yeah. So if you're a whore, there's an extra risk.
Yeah. These whores keep dying of C. diff.
These whore nurses keep killing people.
Bro. Yeah. C. diff too is that one disease where they'll give you a poop smoothie to cure it.
A poop smoothie?
Yeah. So they get like healthy poop from someone who doesn't have C. diff, and they like either put in like a pill or like a smoothie, and the microbiome.
Take the pill.
I prefer the smoothie. It's just chocolate flavor. There's like nuts in it. You're like, wow, this corn smoothie.
Where'd you get these nuts from? The guy next door?
Yeah. But it's like the antibiotics don't really work on it because it's like so resilient. Mm-hmm. But poop smoothies works like 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Cool.
Damn.
The guy who figured that out. The guy who figured it out.
Now, anytime I go to a hospital, I'm gonna be like, bitch, let me check your nails.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's scary. I don't do long nails no more. I used to do it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Did you ever get your nails done, ever?
I only ever got my nails done when I was a child to bond with my grandmother. Mm-hmm. That's like a very, especially like Florida, it's like flip-flop season.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I hated it. It was boring. I was just sitting in that chair.
Yeah, I just love getting my feet rubbed.
Yeah, by like a Vietnamese woman.
Yeah, they got strong hands.
They do. They're just zoning out.
That's why they're always jerking people off. They got those tight hands. They got the grip.
Yeah.
Gorilla grip.
Strong, man.
Yeah. No, I haven't been.
Those American
forever.
Ninja Warrior hands.
Dude.
They should enroll.
I would lose that game immediately. I wouldn't be able to hang on for a second. Yeah.
This sweaty bitch.
This sweaty bitch, dude. So bad. So how are you liking the scene in Tampa, the comedy scene?
I love the Tampa scene. There's so much stuff to do. Honestly,
It is that bad. I actually have to wipe it down.
No, there's a lot of rooms. I'm producing my own shows, which is good.
I saw.
Yeah, for a while there, like any scene, there's there's people who get booked the most, and they all book each other, which I was complaining about, but I realized I can actually do something and also complain. But
Yeah,
it's good to actually be an active participant in the world instead of just oh, I wish things were like this way, or I wish they had more alternative shows or more dark shows. And I'm
yeah,
I could produce that. I don't
exactly.
have to. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I saw your poster. I wanna come out at some point.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I gotta
yeah,
go.
yeah.
I want to come stay out in Tampa again for an extent, you're coming here and doing for an extended period of time, but for a few days or something.
It's fucking fun, bro. Comedy is such a beautiful glue.
Yeah.
Traveling to Austin kind of really made me realize it. Because, I always figured, oh, if I travel somewhere, I need to know people where I'm traveling.
Mm-hmm.
But, in comedy, we all know each other's soul, man.
You're not kidding, though.
Yeah.
We all I feel I feel like you're for real. That's true, though, because I feel like we naturally... attract to each other. Not attract, but our energies are just yeah. I'm a sexy bitch. No, it's just that if you're meant to be there, you naturally get surrounded by the people who are also meant to be there, kind of thing, which I totally and that's the thing is you're saying starting your own shows. If you don't like something, you can be the catalyst to change it. Mm-hmm. The biggest thing that I had with Villain is everybody's welcome.
Yeah, I really
everybody's welcome to try it out. I don't want people to be major dicks. Obviously, if you suck all the time and you're not really putting in the work, go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
it's different if somebody's really trying and they're out there all the time. Yeah, they might not be the best, but who gives a shit?
Protect
they need
bad comedy.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, there's a thing in the drag community where they say protect bad drag, protect bad comedy.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta help them get better at least, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like there is some sort of you do have to have tough skin in the industry,
especially especially for women, you gotta be numb, you gotta be fucking calloused over, which I feel deeply.
No, yeah, definitely. What's the worst thing anyone has said to you doing in comedy in general? That's really made you be what the fuck, you fucking dick?
I feel no one's really creative enough to be uniquely bad. It's there's categories of bad shit you hear all the time.
Yeah.
I used to have a lot of rape jokes, and guys would just come up to me after the show and be I could rape you. I'm
Jesus.
He's a 50-year-old dude. I'm okay, yeah. No, because on stage you mentioned, yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Or you get a lot of times oh, you're dude funny.
Oh yeah, you're funny. You're actually funny.
Yeah.
You're not just funny for a girl. You're actually funny. Yeah. Fuck you.
Oh my god. Yeah. Or I don't know. It's just it's more of an energy. It's that patronizing kind of thing of it kind of reminds me sometimes of and if I'm in a place where no one knows me, or they know me, but they know me too well. Yeah. It's that feeling of
Mm-hmm.
trying to talk to your older brother's friends.
Yeah.
Where they're just occasionally will look at you being and just keep going. Which is part of any social scene. But I think comedy especially has those big egos where it's very easy for people to get caught in that I'm the shit, my friends are the shit, we're the shit, who's this bitch? And I'm you're being kind of a dick.
Yeah, and it's it's always people that really aren't up there. They're not anywhere near being successful in comedy. That's what I was saying about Villain. Is it's that some shows that people produce, they've got this ego. It's a crew, but it's an open mic. Why are you being a dick at an open mic? It's an open mic.
We're all not that great.
Yeah, exactly. Put the ego aside.
Also, like, it's supposed to be, like, a good time. Like, I feel like a lot of people, too, who are rude to me are, like, Christian or Jewish. I don't know what
the Jews.
the Jews. Well, like, religious.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm way more of, like, a Christian at heart of, like, love everybody.
Yeah.
You don't have to fuck with everybody. You at least be like, hey, what's up? How you just going? Fist bump. Good to see you. Don't like bump people or like whatever. Yeah. Tampa's weirdly catty. I've had like weird. We've talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where I'm just like. But, you know, I hope everybody finds the light of God in their heart over time.
But you did your own show, so that's what's like, that's good. So you're like, fuck it, I'm just going to do my shit. I'm the light of God, the light of comedy.
I am Jesus. I'm also Batman.
No, it may.
Justice.
Justice. Dude, I'm saying.
Love and justice.
Love and justice. That's all you need.
It's crazy. I feel insane most of the time. But
I feel you.
Yeah. I didn't realize how much you run shit in Melbourne, though. Like,
I don't run shit.
I mean, you kind of do, though. Like, it's really, it's a small area. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just really trying to, because I tell people all the time, I'm like, I'm not going nowhere. Like, I'm going to travel, obviously. I'm going to go everywhere. But physically, like, living-wise, this is where I live and where I probably will live for the rest of my life. Not this house specifically, but, like, just this general area because I like it. I grew up here. I got family here, whatever, you know.
Oh, okay.
So I am like, I got to do something. Like, I can't keep driving to, you know, Orlando. Even now, Melbourne's it's 50 minutes away from this new house that I'm living in. So that's why
this felt like new house.
Yeah, okay. So that's what I was telling you.
Her house is very nice, guys. What camera do I look into?
Thank you. It's not my money. I'm a gold digger.
Shout out to Alex's husband. Like MVP. Real support of the comedy scene in Melbourne.
Yeah, my husband's he's actually the one that runs the Melbourne.
It's George Soros.
Yeah. No, but since I'm so far from Melbourne too, I just posted that I'm giving Villain to preach in Kyle. I'm still gonna like produce my Alex and Friends shows there, and I have headliners booked out till September, so I'm gonna produce those shows. Yeah. But they're kind of taking it over, so that way I can focus on this area. So
Coco's a huge population.
Yeah, Coco and Titusville Titusville's starting to blow up too.
Okay.
So I'm gonna kind of try to like from Rockledge to Titusville, just slowly try to start
from the river to the sea.
Yeah, from the river to the sea, from the hood to the river, from the hood to the water tower.
Here at Alex and Friends, our motto is from the river to the sea.
No, I really just I want to be able to drive 20 minutes and have 5 nights a week. It's still good to go out of town, obviously, but like I only want to have to go out of town like twice a week or something.
Comedy and arts in particular, there's like this fake sense of you need to be in like downtown Orlando or downtown Tampa or downtown St. Pete. And there's giant populations of people everywhere. And a lot of those motherfuckers don't drive more than 10 miles.
Yeah. And you can visit those places too. Like, that's why I keep telling, like, and some of the guys agree. I'm not saying any disagree, but like, I'm like, we can actually build something big here if we all put something into it.
We're building a wall.
That's what I'm saying. We can keep
we're building bridges here.
We can keep all the Cubans out because they keep coming into Miami now.
Puerto Ricans are fine.
Yeah, the Puerto Ricans are fine, but the Cubans, they get good sandwiches. I can't be doing that.
They have good mojo pork and plantains.
Yeah, they got good food. American food is shit.
If you make good, that's why I want to build a wall around Minnesota. Like. You're coming here, you're increasing the rent, and you have no good food.
Bring something valuable.
Yeah, go fuck off.
Yeah, so you're from Minnesota. No? Where are you from again?
I'm from Tampa.
Oh, you are from Tampa.
Well, I'm from Clearwater.
So you're born there?
Yeah, born and raised Clearwater.
Oh, shit.
Shout out
Scientology.
Know you
were born there. No, I was watching a video about that the other day. I didn't know it was so prominent over there.
It's the headquarters over there, and my uncle, he's homeless. Shout out my uncle. I keep breaking the fourth wall a lot. But he's homeless, so he gets a lot of free shit from them because they're trying to recruit him as grunt labor. They use like drug addicts and like homeless people in like their kitchens, and then I assume they can't leave once. I don't know. Maybe they can leave. Don't dox us, Scientology.
It's a cult. Please dox us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But they give him free shit, and then I get it because he doesn't want to lose his homeless cred. So in my car right now, actually it's dirty. I sweated in it pretty bad today, so it's at the hotel. But I have a Scientology raincoat that's pretty sick.
What?
Yeah, it's a good raincoat, but on the back in big letters it says like Scientology minister.
Oh my God.
With the I wear it sometimes and I forget what's on it, and then I'm just around the world. It's my only raincoat. Oh,
That's phenomenal.
Yeah. Any fans at home, send me a free raincoat.
Yeah. I saw the video that they just be like, they look like a cult, like just out in the street. They walk in like formation. They're like wearing the outfits, and
they're not supposed to talk to outsiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the Amish.
Yeah. It's the Amish, except they're not like canning peas. They're just like, I don't know what they do. They're also big in Ybor. They own like a lot of those like historic Cuban cigar factories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard they bought a lot of businesses and shit over there.
Yeah. Is Scientology just BlackRock?
Yeah, it's just another. Yeah, I'm curious to know what it actually is, because like they don't like I think it was a Vice video I saw where the guy, they like do the undercover voice, and it's like somebody who used to be a part of Scientology is talking about, but they don't like give you anything valuable. It's like shit that's already like, yeah, it's a cult.
They just talk about like their feelings. They're like, I felt so violated. I felt so demeaned. Like, what were you, an open mic comedian? Like,
what did they do to you?
What did they do? Give me details.
I want to know exactly what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird too, because it's like their big thing is they feed on people's actual like needs. So they get a lot of like migrants. They get a lot of like people who are drug addicts, and they're kind of like anti-psychiatry, which I have a big beef with psychiatry. Shout out psychiatrists, keep torturing children.
Yeah, I have a beef with them too.
Yeah, stab yourself in the chest, please.
20 times minimum.
Really, I killed him. I'm confessing to a lot on this episode, of Alex and Friends.
Yeah, we kill psychiatrists out here. Oh God,
no, they're fucked up. But they tell people, are you lonely? Are you depressed? Psychiatry is a lie. We can help you. And then they take people who are like on the brink, and then. I mean, even just like some weird Nepo baby rich kid would, like Tom Cruise, will be like, yeah, I am lonely. Yeah, I do feel sad. Sure, I'll give you all my money for eternal life. And like, there's kind of like this weird brainwashing thing of like, they supposedly like tell you, they're like, you're good, you're accepted, you're valid.
Mm-hmm.
They're like religion meets therapy meets cult. It's like,
yeah. No, I saw what was it? I guess they believe in like some sort of, it's like a god, and they have a name for it.
L. Ron Hubbard.
Tom Cruise. No, I don't remember what it is, but it's like basically like you get rid of all your bad parts of you by joining it or something. That was like the gist of what I got from watching the documentary.
I mean, I know most of mine from the South Park. Which I heard is actually not that inaccurate. It's just like satiricalized.
Yeah.
But it's like thetans or bad vibes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like every cult in religion kind of has like a similar motif of like, you got this bad blank vibes, thetans, sin. You got to get rid of it through doing blank to our Big Daddy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are they doing to Big Daddy?
What's Big Daddy telling them to do? Keeping real hush-hush about what Big Daddy's making them do. But, like, I feel like none of the Scientology things really ever come out as, like, sexual. The Mormons, the priests, the Catholics, shout out fellow Italians.
Yeah.
Those come out.
Oh, yeah.
Are they that hush-hush? Is it, like, unfathomable, like, Epstein level, like, child torture? Or is it, like, maybe the Scientologists are, like, the only ones not fucking kids?
Yeah. Well, because they are so brutalized in the media.
Yeah.
Right, and every other religion seems to be almost protected in the media unless it's like an independent person, someone saying something bad. So what if it is the truth?
What if they're the only ones not fucking kids? Because, like, I feel like you hear a lot of crazy shit. They, like, murder people, like, I hear. Or, like, people disappear, kind of like Boeing.
Mm-hmm.
What about Boeing, right? Boeing's killed people, too.
There's a lot of plane shit going on.
A lot of plane shit, yeah. 9/11.
Yeah. We're about to hit, how many years has it been? It's been 14 years. Holy shit. No, 24 years. I was like, 14 years? 9/11 happened in 2011.
For a hot minute, I believed you, and I was like, am I retarded?
Wait, it was 9/11. Obama was president.
Yeah. His middle name's Hussein. Coincidence?
I think not.
Yeah, it happened during his presidency, guys.
Tower 7.
Wake
Right.
up, yeah.
Yeah, no, holy shit, 24 years. Yeah, so we're about due for the next one in about a year.
Yeah, I feel like we're like 8 months pregnant with another 9/11.
Yeah, we are.
It's kicking in the womb. We're bonding with it.
That's probably why they just came out. Did you see the Osama documentary?
Oh, I wanted to. It was in my... I think it came out while I've been on vacation. I try not to watch anything too crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Although there's like a weird balance with vacation where you're like, I should do shit and I want to lay in bed.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But is it good?
It's good, but the whole time, like, you fucking liars. Like, at the screen, I'm watching it. You guys are liars. I'm like, this is
You're
bullshit.
like, I'm going to do 9/11.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to show you guys that we can do it ourselves. And it's been done before. No, I was just, like, annoyed because, like, you could even, like, what was it? So there was this one part that sticks out to me where they show the body cam footage of the the SEAL, whatever SEAL team, whatever the fuck, the assassination team that broke into his castle. 2-bedroom apartment in the hood.
Yeah.
But they put this, like, dramatic music behind it, and they're showing the body cam footage, and they're like, and then we see his face. But they don't show you his face in the video. I'm like, you would think to prove to the world that, like when you show the body cam footage, you're going to show his face in the body cam footage. You're not going to cut it off right before it gets to his face. Like, that's fucking weird to me.
It's suspicious. It's just Osama and Hitler down in Argentina. Being bros.
They're all together.
They're all together. The Osama thing's crazy. Also, the fact that we knew where he was for forever.
And then CNN was the first person to talk to him.
What?
Did you not know that?
No, I'm dumb.
Dude.
Bro.
CNN
interviewed
had
Bin
the
Laden?
first interview with Bin Laden.
Can you imagine being on
but
that
the
call?
military had no idea where he was at the time. And CNN managed to get an interview in his bunker over in Afghanistan.
Well, I heard we knew where he was, and we still invaded Iraq.
Watch the documentary.
Okay, I got to.
No fucking idea. They had no idea they said the whole time they had no idea up until last minute. They were looking for him the whole time, and he kept moving.
Didn't they have like cute nicknames for him too? They called him like the pacer because he used to pace around his garden or something. Like,
that's what doesn't make sense to me. Because, like, how can you not know where he is, but you've got footage of him? CNN knows where he is. I don't know. The whole thing, it seems like they go back and forth. Like, they're just bullshitting. And then you see the guys that were in the SEAL team that assassinated him or whatever. I don't even know if they were in the Navy. If they were in the Navy.
I'm imagining Air Bud. It's all golden retrievers.
I'm like, I hope they were in, like, the Marines or, like, the Army, because everyone in the Navy is just retarded and gay. But
we support LGBT here.
Yeah,
Rainbow bombs. Kill everyone.
Happy Pride Month.
Yo, Pride Parade in St. Pete once, they had Raytheon had a float, which is a military defense contractor, which is pretty sick.
I'm not surprised. Yeah. We want the gays.
Yeah.
We want you.
We indiscriminately bomb all genders and sexuality.
Yeah.
That's fucked though.
No, it's all crazy. And then I was reading up on not reading up, I was asking ChatGPT and I was like, what was the first place that was attacked when we invaded Afghanistan after everything went down or whatever? Or not we did. We invaded Afghanistan. We built military bases over there. And it was an airport. I don't remember the name of the airport. They bombed the airport. Guess what was under
George Bush Memorial Airport.
Yeah, right. It was under the airport. There was gold, lithium. So what they don't tell you is over in Afghanistan, under all the military bases, they tell you there's tunnels, but what they don't tell you is that they're mining tunnels. So they're just over there mining.
Yeah, precious metals.
I have a
those
feeling
rare
that's all
earth metals.
Rare earth metals, yeah. Now we're out in public about it. We just want Ukraine to give us their rare earth metals.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're fucking stabbing China in the back, and they have all the rare earth minerals.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
The whole world is bullshit.
It's weird.
It's all built around money.
It's just a lot of weird ego rich people who get to the top, and then you realize they're equally retarded as me, if not more so, and they're just up there.
I know.
Calling shots.
Yeah, the older I get, I'm like, dude, people like me were running the world at one point. These idiots.
No, but at least we know we're dumb. Like,
yeah.
To round back to psychiatry, one of the big crocs about psychiatry is that they love to give depressed teenagers mood stabilizers, Abilify, Zyprexa, some of the most prescribed drugs in the world, giving it to a depressed teenager. They're partial dopamine agonists, so they block dopamine in the brain because they only let some of it through. So you're taking a depressed teenager, you're blocking half of their motivation and reward chemicals, and then you're wondering why teen suicide is the highest it's ever been.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, it's bad.
It's like a monkey could realize that this wouldn't work, but like just egotistical, rich, greedy people are on top, and they're like, if we do this, we marginally make like 2% more income or something.
And then they pay them a commission every time they sell every time they write a prescription.
We get 2% more rare earth minerals if we cause 9/11.
Seriously.
And then a little more teenagers kill themselves, but we make like fucking like they'll put lead in turmeric or like aluminum in baking powder. They're only making like 2 cents like per dollar or whatever at most. Yeah. It's like, how greedy are you? You're putting like literal like lead and poison and shit in like food and causing 9/11 just to, I don't know.
Yeah, they keep going up. Like, it's as soon as they see anything go red, they fucking freak out. Like, even though they're making $1 billion, it's like, oh my God, we went from a 1.1 billion to 1 billion. We're all gonna die.
Let's put more lead in the water, guys. Yeah. More fluoride. More.
Yeah, they're cutting our water like people cut cocaine.
Did you say water? Are you from Pennsylvania?
My whole family is, yeah. So I was just raised around it.
That's the weird thing about Florida. You get weird regional accents just from like a bunch of motherfuckers from like Pennsylvania or like Minnesota or something.
Delaware and New York is where all my family's from.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm the first generation of Floridian.
Oh, damn. Okay.
First gen Floridian.
First gen. Yeah. Laying the groundwork.
Yeah, I am. I'm laying no groundwork. I'm just making jokes about my entire family. So I'm backtracking the groundwork. Yeah.
No, that's crazy. A lot of people move here too. Like I'm weirdly patriotic for being from Florida. Actually, I hate the US, but I love Florida in a weird way. But if I really think about it, I'm also first gen Florida. Like, you got to be like just one gen in before you're like weirdly prideful about being where you're from. Yeah, it's crazy. It's honestly a colonizer mindset. I'm like, yeah, I'm from here.
No, it's true.
I'm proud, Florida born and raised.
I do that when I'm downtown. Like, I'm hanging out, like, you know, just like outside smoking or whatever, and like people just walk by and talk to us or whatever. I'm like, where are you from? They'll be like, I'm like, oh yeah, I've been here my whole life. No, but it is funny to hear.
Minnesota, build a wall.
I only say it really when somebody's like saying some dumb shit because they're not from here. And I'm just like, you have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can only imagine if my family was here for generations, because the amount of rage I feel from being here just one generation is already way too high. Yeah. I'm like, they're stealing our land. Yeah. Their lizards are eating our lizards.
Yeah, get these damn Mexicans out of here. Build a wall around Florida. Come on, DeSantis.
Their frogs are eating our frogs.
Yeah. Oh,
Shout out Cuban tree frogs. But
I love those. They be all over. What is that? What are we doing? I'm sorry.
No, you're chilling. What?
I didn't get the job. Oh, shit. That's not good.
Let's have a moment of silence for how poor Alex is going to be.
I really thought I was about to get that job, too. He was like, no college diploma? Fuck you. He was all in until the last question. He asked me he was like, oh, I didn't see your college accreditations on your resume. And I'm like, I didn't go to college.
That's a weird way of saying, you didn't go to college, right?
Yeah.
He knew.
He's one of them college guys.
Yeah.
You know, like, the only managers I've ever gotten hired by are because I don't have a degree. It's always managers that don't have a degree. They went in the work field as soon as they got out of high school. Every time I have any interview with...
Shut up, boomers and Mexicans.
Yeah, seriously, bring them back. Never mind. Yeah, it's this weird, like, ego thing. People that have, like, big degrees, not like all of them, but especially in aerospace, dude, they're dicks about it. They're like major dicks about it. Like, I was in school for 8 years sucking dick. And I'm like, that's not my problem. I have the same amount of education that you do. I just went into the work field before you did.
No, honestly, college is such a scam. I mean, as someone, I have a STEM degree. I'm an important bit.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it too is like that idea of like, you got fucked by the system. You put all this money in. You spent however many years having no social life, staying up late studying and all this. And honestly, for not that much benefit, there's kind of, especially for like job specific things, you don't really need any like degree. I worked in a blood bank where everyone there had a bio degree. They did not compensate us for that. A couple people didn't have degrees. We didn't need it for the job. Like, marginally, you might understand why we're doing a certain thing more than another. But if you follow like the SOP, the standard operating procedure for those schmucks out there who, then like you don't need background, whatever. And a lot of college courses, there's like a weird game where a lot of people do like ChatGPT and like fuck around and don't retain any of the information.
Yeah. It can work, but doesn't always. I mean, it's. I feel like it's a balance, or not a balance, but like you either have one or the other, and they all meet to a point, right? You all like you have a college degree, you don't have a college degree, you still go in the same work field, the same work.
Yeah, because a lot of people with the degrees don't have any work experience. Yeah, and they're being discriminated on for not having work experience. But then the people with work experience are being discriminated on for not having degrees. Yeah, it's like you can't have one or the other, man.
Makes no sense.
Something has to have value in this economy. Can you value anything that we do? Like, I don't care if you have a degree. I don't care if you don't have a degree. I don't know. I don't know. I started teaching because I heard that's a big recession indicator too, is a lot of people go into teaching because none of the other jobs pay well. So for bio, a lot of the lab jobs, unless you have like a PhD, you get paid like $16, $18 an hour.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So I made more when I worked at a fucking poke restaurant, and I had free poke.
Yeah.
So but teaching's good. But teaching, the only thing you need to teach is a degree. You don't need any work experience. So it's like the opposite kind of job. Yeah. There's a lot of weird jobs out there that need like a little column A, a little column B, or either or like neither, or you gotta like, your uncle has to be the CEO or something. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a big networking thing too, I've noticed, especially in this field. Like, if you know the person, like, that's another thing. I'm like, shit. I'm like, I know these people got access to the internet. So when I apply for a job, they look up Alexandra Barboza and they see all my comedy bullshit. Alexandra. My husband's Alexander. What? Yes.
Yo, my great grandfather and great grandmother is Giuseppe and Josephina.
What? That's cool.
Bro, I have the craziest photo of them.
Yeah, show me.
Okay.
This is a ad brought to you by Hey Liquid Death. Please sponsor me because I need a job. No,
she has this whole refrigerator filled with Liquid Death.
Just take a look.
All the flavors.
Come on, guys.
She's devoted,
I pay
man.
for this every month. I buy cans all the time.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
No.
I once hooked up with a guy and I judged the shit out of him because all he had in his refrigerator was liquid death.
Yeah.
I was like, you fucking gay.
No, I just do it for my podcast guest things because I would like to be sponsored by them.
Bro, this is you and your husband. This is Giuseppe and Josephina.
Oh my God, that's great. Oh my God. Isn't it funny how
Isn't that the most insane photo?
They tell you not to smile back in the day.
That was their wedding photo. They're wearing all black.
That's pretty cool. I like them.
Isn't that fucking sick as fuck?
Wow. That's art right there. You have the actual photo?
My Nona does. And then my bitch-ass aunt wants to take the photo and bring it up to New York.
Aw.
Fuck you, Aunt Rose. If you're going to live in New York and not take care of your mom, I take care of your mom. She's my baby angel, sweet baby Nona. I get the photos. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I get the meatballs, I get the cannolis, and I get the photos. You're abandoning your mother. Do that without any of the photos.
And suck a dick.
Suck it, yeah.
No, that's a cool photo.
She's a therapist. She's on Abilify. Shout out Abilify.
Yeah. Dude, I did do college for like 3 months. I dropped out because the teachers pissed me off so much with their bullshit because I don't bow down easily to authority. Like
I won't bow down.
Yeah.
Alex Barboza is Jelly Roll, by the way, guys.
I don't fuck around. Find out. No, I have never done anything. I've gotten into one fist fight when I was 13 and I lost.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How was that?
She pulled my hair so I couldn't punch her. I was like this.
Black girl?
No, she was white. We were just living in the white ghetto. Yeah. Well, not really ghetto. People were shooting BB guns, not real guns.
It was real guns.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of white people with, lower income. But anyway, what the fuck was I? See, I don't be just forgetting shit. I'm not even high right now. I'm not smoking weed right now, and I still be forgetting shit.
Yo, no, I feel like you're not supposed to remember things, though.
Yeah.
All the way. I mean, a little bit, yeah, but I feel like I'm just mindful. I'm just in the moment, you know.
I got a filing cabinet. I just be like, pop, pop. Like, I retain certain information, other information. I'm just
I very sincerely was about to look around for a filing cabinet. Oh, really? I was hyped.
No, I keep all my information in there. No, it's my filing cabinet is my head. It's my brain.
Okay.
And it's very, very small.
We got to bring back the filing cabinet, by the way. I, as someone who just began teaching, filing cabinets are very efficient.
I actually have one.
You do?
Yeah, I keep all my W-2s in it.
Yo, because, like, those things are deep.
Yeah.
You can put a lot in one square.
That's true. You remember Bruce Almighty?
No.
Where God
Morgan
comes
Freeman.
out. Yeah, he comes out and he opens the filing cabinet and he's like, I want to see my record. And it just shoots all the way
That's
out.
just a biblically accurate filing cabinet.
I love that movie. It's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Jim Carrey.
Yeah, he's the shit.
Yeah.
We
don't talk about God enough in film anymore.
I made it my mission in comedy to be like, I'm going to tell people about God. I'm going to be telling people about God.
Yo, because we used to have, like, angels in the outfield, ghosts.
Yeah.
There's a lot of...
That's a lot of
all
demonic
dogs go to
shit.
All dogs go to heaven.
Yeah.
Demonic
Now they're all
shit.
going to hell.
All dogs go to hell.
2026, new movie, All Dogs Go to Hell.
And then Lucifer's, like, the anti-hero that you, like, root for.
Yeah. I watched that show. It's a pretty good show.
Oh, what?
Lucifer?
Okay. I for a second I thought there was an All Dogs Go to Hell show, and I was really I was like about to give up.
Oh my god, it's real? Goodbye.
I was just about to get depressed.
No,
I'm like, I can't think of anything cool anymore.
Yeah, it's a what the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of demonic shit.
Is this too close or too far?
No, you're good. I
good?
just be touching mine all the time.
Touching yours? Okay.
It doesn't make noise when you touch it because
Okay.
it's like, I don't know. These are actually, if anybody gets podcast microphones, I recommend the SM7Bs. I think that's what they are. Yeah,
Sponsored.
No,
I'm gonna take photos of everything in here before I leave.
Yeah, I got everything off of eBay. I was just like, I bought everything used because I wasn't, if I didn't
One
buy
person's
used,
failed
dude,
dream.
Yeah.
It's my new beginning.
It is, for real. I was like, I'm not spending that much money on that. I'm going to find something that someone else used.
I'm gonna exclusively buy baby clothes from stillbirth mothers. That's what it feels like.
That's hilarious.
For sale, baby shoes, never worn. Mine. Let's be my baby boys. I don't care if they're haunted.
Dude, isn't that the worst? Like, imagine, like, you have, like, lose your kid, and you gotta sell all the shit out of the room.
I'm haggling you. I want a discount.
Someone's like, listen, can I get $5 off that? And they're like, I just lost my baby.
Yeah, you have no use for them. I'm taking them off your hands. You don't have to go to the dump right now.
It's been sitting in that room gaining dust for like 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months? How long does it take to sob?
Yeah. No, I don't. I feel like people don't sell those stuff after they lose a kid.
Yeah, it becomes like a weird museum, and then they might get pregnant later and then make them wear it. Salvador Dali, he had a brother who was older than him who died as an infant. And then when he was born, his dead brother's name is Salvador. They named him Salvador. And then all the same shit they gave Salvador Dali.
Yeah.
It's pretty
I feel
fun.
like I'd throw all the shit out. I'd be like,
burn
get the fuck out. Yeah, you know?
Yeah,
like, I wouldn't want to
cleansing.
see it again. I feel like that just, like, you know how they're coming out with this thing where, like, they have the holograms now. And they're thinking about making
slow
dead
down.
people holograms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like, you know, they have the holograms now. I'm like,
I'm sorry.
whoa.
It's getting somewhere. I'm taking you on a ride. No, they have
You
like
just
where
gaslight the shit out of me the whole podcast. I'm like, all dogs go to hell. That's the sequel. It did really well in box office.
You haven't seen the hovering cars outside in the air?
I'm just crying. I'm despondent at the end. I stabbed myself in the chest 22 times.
Don't do that. Get off of Bellevue.
Yeah, I know. I'm a natural woman.
Yeah.
I've been a natural woman since I was 18.
Yeah.
But before then, I was a unnatural woman from the state.
Yeah.
The state does that.
They do?
COVID's not the first time they did that.
Really?
They do that specifically to, first of all, people who get in trouble with the law. Like my uncle, he's an alcoholic, right?
Yeah.
For a while, he had like a blood alcohol monitor. Not even if he was driving. Even if he was just sitting, he can't get drunk or he'd go to jail.
Yeah. I know someone that when they sit in the car that
This is not car related. He's had a lot of chances with the cars. You start to realize when you have like a drunk alcoholic uncle, how many chances they give you, bro. This guy's totaled like 20 cars. At one point he got into a car accident, and then while the cops were waiting to arrive on scene, he went into a bar, got a drink, and it covered for him because they couldn't reasonably know if he was drunk when he got in the accident or not.
Wow.
Just a tip.
You want to go drink and drive after we leave here?
He's got to run to a bar real quick.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like you can get away with it. Shit.
Yeah, but he took out a bunch of park equipment and nearly hit this family, and that would have been bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he was on the probation that like they had like some weird thing that monitored like his blood pressure or something, where if he was drunk, they could tell he would go to jail.
Wow.
Like, he shouldn't drink, but it's
he was
like,
just like on a leash.
Yeah. But then they do it to kids. With kids, if your parent says yes, or if you don't have a parent, or if your parent loses custody, the state can just mandate medication.
Oh shit.
Sometimes through shots. Pretty cool. You can get a shot of Abilify if you're a bad girl.
Dude, what?
Yeah, I got shots of risperidone as a kid because I kept running away from home. And if you run away from home a lot, they determine you're essentially schizophrenic, which is like not what's happening clearly. So they give you an antipsychotic, risperidone, which also blocks dopamine. It chemically makes you depressed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of my teens I was a crazy teenager, but I really wasn't that bad. The state just pushed me, and I know a lot of people that they fucking died. Like,
yeah,
yeah, it's the world we live in.
no, it's bad.
Yeah.
That's when I was in college, I wrote a paper about the pharmaceutical industry because I lost somebody to it too. Because they don't tell you that like you get suicidal thoughts, or it's a possibility you get suicidal thoughts, And they don't tell you that if you want to get off of it, you got to like slowly get off of it. And then you kill yourself because you're just like, you know. So I wrote a whole paper about it. Bitch gave me a D. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm out.
No,
I'm like, I wrote something I was passionate about and you were worried about my grammar?
I was about to say, was every word misspelled?
Yeah.
No, see, as a teacher, I make it so at most spelling and grammar is 10 points. So if you knock it out of the park, but you're a dumb bitch, you'll still get like a 90.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. But I'll write notes and I'll correct your shit and be like, you should improve.
Yeah.
Because I think thoughts are more important than like the execution of the thoughts sometimes.
Yeah, or even the way you're like presenting the thoughts. Like obviously if it makes no sense at all, like okay, this is
diagrams. I see the Twin Towers.
It's just like
Building 7
hieroglyphics randomly, you know.
You smear your own shit on the page.
Yeah, like that I get. Give me an F, but yeah, no, that made me I had a lot of anger towards teachers because of that. Because I was like in my shit. I was like sad. I was like, I'm going to write about this.
Yeah.
And then when I got rejected, I'm like, fuck teachers. Fuck the school system. I'm never going to college. And now I don't have a job.
Bro, no, there's a lot of studies that have come out too that show a lot of what they do is that they compliment the smart kids by saying you're smart, you're talented. You are smart, you are talented, but you don't encourage the effort of you are a hard worker. I liked how you executed that. I like the energy and effort you put in. And even for kids who do well, if you tell a kid that they're smart or talented, they internalize that as a state of identity. And then if they ever fail, if they ever get a bad grade, if they ever get an essay back that they're like, I tried on this and it's a bad grade, they internalize it to their identity and they're like, oh, I'm bad. I'm stupid.
Oh, I did that.
Yeah. My whole life's a lie.
Oh,
Fuck
I did
you.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
But that's why this new wave of educators and neuroscientists are trying to like pivot the compliments and the constructive criticism to be more about good try, like all effort, because failure is a part of growth, and so long as you really like applied yourself and like good thoughts, you gotta like compliment and then critique for kids too, because then there's a whole lot of like, because everyone's a rational actor, but a lot of the feedback we get inputs our decision matrix as like young people in a way that's not necessarily rational to the world that's around us, because we don't know about the world that's around us.
Yeah.
We're making the best decisions for us based on our emotional inputs of fuck this, fuck that, etc. But we don't actually know what the world's like. So we're like monkey people existing in like this weird 4D chessboard, and we're just like...
That's true.
It's weird, man.
Yeah. So we're like primitive people that are being...
Yeah. But I think that's really interesting about even just how you engage in the community, like the way that you bring love, you bring justice, like like community stuff, and like the way that you interact with the world it's an input that gets certain outputs that like you can't really judge. Like something weirdly small, like telling a kid good job versus oh you're so smart, cool, like dramatically different effect in the world. Later on.
That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe we should tell everyone they're smart.
Yeah. Well, in a weird way, it can hurt them later on.
Yeah. Because then you have a bunch of idiots around the world. Well, look at where we are. I'm just kidding.
Or you get one setback and then you're like, oh, maybe I'm not smart.
Yeah.
I feel like with comedy, a lot of people, they say, oh, I'm funny. I'm the best. And it gets you a blind spot of like, I can be funny, but I could not be funny in this instant. I have to understand why.
Yeah.
And how to improve.
That's why I say, like, anytime I, like, describe how I am in comedy, I'm always like, I'm not as funny as I want to be.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always trying to get... Like, yeah, I've had good sets, but there's always something that I'm like, you dumb fucking bitch.
Growth mentality is where it's at. I think good set is, like, the comedy equivalent of good job. It's a good set.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you're infallible, because a lot of good headliners start becoming shit later in their career for the same reason.
Yeah.
Shout out Tom Segura. Now he's taking shots at people waving.
Whatever.
Way more successful than me. But like, if you get really comfortable, you're no longer pushing yourself, and then that's when that like identity or complacency kind of happens.
No, that's true.
Yeah,
makes things shit.
I try to humble myself as much as possible.
Well, it's a good. I feel like hardworking people, like you can always tell the people that are like every time you see them, they're like, dude, I'm a fucking kill. I killed that shit. They kill every fucking time, and I'm like, there's no way you're killing. I'm like, I barely.
Or like, this audience just sucked.
Yeah, that. I'm just like, what?
Oh my God.
I'm like, because like last night when I like, even though there's only like 4 people, 3 people, like I didn't do good. I didn't handle any of it well. I didn't know what the fuck I was there to. I was high as shit.
Yo, I do gotta say though, your set had people. It was good material. It was a weird room, and you held everyone's attention. You had interesting speech with funny lines. But I think everyone just felt like down here. And then you were also down here.
I was like, I need a crowd work. Let's try that. I just kept panicking.
It was if you take your usual higher energy to it, it will do well.
Yeah, no, my energy was so low. I was like,
it was a fun room though. It was so you had a set that was like interesting, funny, but kind of low.
Yeah.
And then right after you, there was a guy who just kept shitting on the audience and made like a bunch of people walk. And I talk shit at him afterwards because I have no filter. I'll tell people, I'll be like, why'd you do that? Are you doing okay?
Yeah.
I'll do it sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
But that's like the cardinal sin for me is like the audience, even if they're not a good audience, think that in your heart. They're giving you their time right now, though. They're giving you their attention. They're in the room. At the most, I'll be like, well, I liked that.
Yeah.
Shucks.
I'll be like, at the end, I'll be like, well, that was okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I've had moments where I've not lashed out seriously, but like I had no material and I was just so fat where I'll be like, fuck you guys piece of shit, you fucking asshole.
I do like it. In St. Pete, when I bomb, I always have the impulse. I should never do it, but occasionally I do. I'm like, you all just Nepo babies anyway. Your fucking dad works for Lockheed Martin. You fucking crunchy hippie bitch. What?
Yeah.
How many brown people in the Middle East did your dad have to bomb before you got dreads? like angry at them.
That's great. No, that's good advice though, because like technically, if you think about it in like any mindset, really, like they're your customers.
Yeah.
Like even if maybe it's a free show, whatever, they're your customers and you're there to provide them a service. And the service is not to be like, fuck you, I'm not giving you what you came here for. Your mom's a hoe, get out. You know?
Like I'll give them. I think Side Splitters really hammered this home to me, because they're like a classy bitch,
very professional.
Very classy bitches.
Yes.
And the more I try to get that like perfect host set for them, because you gotta. I feel like I do the art form pretty well. Like I write. And I'm a really diligent student of like the art and like the quirky and the weird. But there is a business side to it. There's a courtesy of there's people after me and they want an audience. And they don't want me to walk the room.
Yeah.
You know, like
no, that's true.
If you're the last comedian and it's been a bad night, go for it. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
If they're really awful.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe their dad just died and like they like what you're saying, but they just don't have the emotional capacity to laugh. Maybe it's just like a room full of autistics.
That's also there's all those are possible scenarios.
Yeah.
No, I learned that like when I hosted, I was like, I'm not professionally trained for this. And I had to put my set on the back burner because I had to focus on the professionalism aspect, making sure I'm making the announcements, not, you know.
Give it up for you. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. Then like re-announcing yourself at the end.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're gonna have a great show tonight. Give it up for your headliner. And now, all the way from New York, your feature.
Yeah.
There's like a weird, and like as an audience
it's like
member,
a standard. Yeah.
You don't even register it as an audience member. Like a good host, you don't think of anything that they're doing, but it's like a whole mechanism of action where you're like, shit, there's a whole art form to it.
Yeah. That's why I was like, especially when I called you, even after I did it, I was like, I shouldn't have been here.
Bro.
I was so scared. I was it was more important to me than doing Kill Tony is what I've been telling everybody. Because I'm just like, it's a club.
It's a professional
club
atmosphere
that I want to work at 10 years down the road when I'm a headliner. So I want to make sure I'm not, first of all, stepping on anybody's toes. And second of all, I do a good fucking job because...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I've been on that stage before, but every time I'm at Side Splitters, I take into account, like, and not saying everyone who's ever been there has been a killer. There's been like random one-offs where someone gets on stage for whatever reason. They know they reached out to this person or that person. But every time I'm there, I'm like, this is comedy.
Yeah, it's a sacred place for real. I tell people, I'm like, all these comedy clubs that you see these faces on these walls, like that's a sacred fucking place.
Yeah.
The people that have been here on this stage is like, you don't even understand.
There's history here. It's like the Florida version of The Cellar is like Side Splitters to me.
Really? Yeah, I agree.
That's how I feel.
I agree.
I'm like, this is bougie shit. If I make it here, I can make it anywhere kind of energy.
The work they've had to put into to have that place sustain for as long as it has is incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, to be a locally owned club that's like not a chain or anything, like that's incredible.
Yo, and they're like bougie bitches. Like fucking like I know like Orlando's got like Bonkers or whatever or like Porkies or whatever.
Listen,
Snappers.
Side Splitters is like to me that's Florida gold. Like that place.
I heard it's one of the better clubs in the there's like I think there's like 10 clubs in the country that are like great.
Yeah.
I always hear Side Splitters in that category.
Yeah.
Also, I haven't traveled anywhere. I'm poor, so who knows?
Just going based off of statistics, but no.
Erica Rhodes
great.
told me that though. Erica Rhodes, she's a sweetie. She was AGT, and then I think she was on.
Yeah, I follow her.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
She watched the entire Side Splitters open mic after her headlining gig on a Sunday.
Really?
And then she like randomly followed me on Instagram just because she liked my open mic set. Comedy can be weirdly full of sweet moments like that.
It is, yeah.
And then at the same time, some guy you've known for like 2.5 years still won't follow you or whatever. Anyway.
No, gay ass shit.
Yeah.
No, they
are. I'm not gonna say the F word on your podcast.
No, I say fag all the time.
Okay, they are fags though.
Yeah.
They just want each other's cocks, but spiritually, not even sexually. Like at least fuck each other. You just like love each other. Like ideologically, not even like body wise, which is like more faggy to me. I'm like,
no, I get annoyed when like if I meet you, I've met people in person that will talk about like social media following or whatever. Sorry, I just spit. And I'll like, they'll share me their Instagram. They'll like look it up. I'll ask people because it's networking, right? I'm like, hey, met you. You don't seem like a dick. Here's my phone. Type in your Instagram. I'm gonna follow you. I think you're funny. And these motherfuckers, I'm like, we had a whole ass like 10-minute conversation, and you're gonna have such a big ego that you got to keep your number below a certain amount. I hate those people that are like, I'm gonna follow one guy. And it's just my other Instagram. Like, it's so weird when people are like, I got to keep my follower. I had somebody tell me, like, you got to get your follower count up. Bitch, I don't care how many people follow me. I follow people that I think are funny. But if you're going to be a dick, I'll unfollow you.
It's like comedy LinkedIn, though. Like, you want to keep them in a mutual connection.
Yeah, you want to see what people are doing. You want to congratulate people on things that they're having success in. It's a part of of everything.
Yeah, I weirdly like corporatize it. I'm like, it's like LinkedIn, but like it is like kind of like a weird community. Bro, when Instagram was down for that 124 hours, the amount of panic that I had being because I just thought my whole portfolio and
everything was gone.
Everything was gone, which obviously I could have built it back up, but like just the random bullshit of like, let's say you open for a headliner. Like I've opened, the terminology is weird. I say opened. I performed before on a show with like Zach Townsend. I think open sometimes people mean specifically for this guy told me to open for him.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've performed directly before.
Yeah.
Like Zach Townsend. I believe he follows me. I'm on an Ocala show with him, so I'm gonna figure that out before I do that. In which case, get him too. But like random big people who are just like a step away from like a big headliner, like fucking like Nate. Like one guy who follows me, who I met at Sunshine, has been opening and on the road for Tom Papa and Nate Bargatze.
Wow.
It's one step away from like a giant fucking headliner. Yeah, he's hilarious.
So I think it's almost like divine, those like interactions. Cause like I've had like people follow me that I'm like, or reach out to me even that I'm like, what though? Like I got no business even talking to you because you're at a completely different level than me.
You never know when someone's going to pop off.
You never know?
You never know when someone's going to be like that next level. And this sounds
That's why I'm never mean to anybody either. Because I'm like, I don't want, unless you deserve me to be mean to you, like I try not to be mean to people because I don't know how.
I might be Batman, but I'm also Jesus.
I wish.
There's justice. I can be a little cunty, but I speak my justice mind and then I pair it up with my Jesus mind.
Exactly. That's the way to live.
This is how I feel things should be. But I love everybody. Everyone has their own thing. You gotta.
If somebody fucks with me, I'll tell them to fuck off, which I've had before. But that's always comedy. It feels like there's always drama. Yeah. It's like you never get out of high school.
I didn't really have like a high school experience like that. So this is like
your first experience with bullshit.
Yeah.
With dumb bullshit all the time.
I was like, Jordan Jensen has a good bit about this too, but like I was like too pathetic to get bullied even. They were just like, she's going through something. Let's leave her alone.
Yeah.
I was just fucking abilified out in the corner, just like staring at the floor, high on Klonopin, like Rubitessin and shit, like skipping school. So like even the people who like bullied at my school, they were just like, let's just leave Gina alone in the corner to like, and then I would still do good on the test. So that like got me through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only had problems with bitches sometimes.
Yeah.
They just love to talk shit.
Bitches trying you.
Well, because I was trying to be like funny guy because I had nothing else going for me in high school. So I would act out.
It's a form of connection.
Yeah. And I'd try to make people laugh. And by doing stupid shit, like I would throw my books on the floor. Like like just it's not even like joke. I was trying anything.
You come in like Chris Farley.
I'm like, I just need attention. Falling all over desks.
I exist.
Yeah. No, I'd say like penis, real dumb, stupid stuff. But
to quote Gary Goldman, "Mommy, look."
Yeah, pretty much, dude. Oh, I needed some sort of attention. But yeah, no, it was always these bitches that were just like hot bitches. Yeah, hot bitches, and I'm just like, then they would say shit to me when I would like do shit. Like they would call me stupid or like I'd always get called gay and I'm like, I'm not gay. I'm like, I love dick.
Look how sweaty his hands are.
I'm like, God made me this way for a reason. No.
I'm like a slip and slide.
Yeah, I got a little wet and wild in my palm.
You should add that to that bit. I like that.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll do it tonight at Milk. I'm going to swing my mojitos after Milk, by the way, too. So if you are still there, I'm going to be there at like 9:30.
Okay, I'll be chilling.
Yeah.
I almost went through Orlando this round, but I was like, I've never been to Melbourne. Next time I want to go even more south.
We should go to Miami together.
I'd love to go to Miami.
Let's do it together. We can save money, get a hotel together.
Bro, I'm down.
Yeah, no, I'm seriously down. We should do that for sure. Because I've been wanting to go out to Miami, and people from Miami have been coming through Melbourne.
Well, when when I performed directly before Brittany Brave,
Just say open.
I don't know. Someone talked so much shit when I said open.
They're gay. You open for her.
Yeah. When I opened for Brittany Brave, who's fantastic. She's amazing. She's headlining Side Splitter soon. She's been at the Cellar. She's killing it.
I think I've seen her. Yeah.
Yeah. Tiny, maybe Italian, maybe Hispanic. They're all the same. Whatever. we're all the same.
They're all tan.
Yeah. Got good eyebrows.
Yeah.
But when she performed, she's from Miami. Oriel Rodriguez and this other dude. Every time I've met them, I've been drunk, but they follow me, and I can hit them up maybe and
there you go.
Get figure something out. There's also a couple people in Miami I see come up sometimes, but I feel weird talking shit because now there's like
there's cameras.
Yeah, there's cameras. Yeah.
No, I mean you say
but
as long as you're okay with saying it to their face, you say whatever you want.
Yeah,
I don't care.
But like people will come up and you'll follow them, and then you see their set afterwards, and you're like, you're not good at comedy. You're a nice person though. I appreciate. And people get better at comedy too.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Some people who I used to judge like a motherfucker are now like killing it, and I'm like, I've always supported you. You know that, right?
No, it's true.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, especially if someone's new, I'm not a dick to them. I have no reason to be. If it's somebody that's 6 years in, they suck fucking cock, I'm be like, what are you doing here?
And they're an asshole.
And they're an asshole with an ego.
Suck cock
I know someone
and be
like
nice.
that. Yeah.
Suck cock and be nice, fine.
Yeah.
Suck cock and be an asshole.
It's the worst.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Why did God put us on this earth?
Stab you in the chest 20 times.
Stab myself in the chest.
Listen, if you start sucking at comedy, we're going to put you all on a Abilify so you kill yourself. I'm going to have Gina start prescribing you guys shit.
Bro, I almost went to med school, but I decided.
Just so you could start prescribing.
Out of vengeance.
Yeah,
I almost Batmaned my way into med school.
You could be like a psychologist for the psychologist and you just give them all drugs.
No, not psychologists therapize. Psychiatrists are the Auschwitz doctors. They have to go through med school. It's like 7 years post undergrad.
Holy shit.
I see, to me, teaching's like a good community level. Like, I'm a bougie bitch. I talk about science. I support my fellow depressed teens. Like I was supported by a lot of teachers growing up. I had an art teacher who let me sleep in his closet when I was too high to function.
There you go.
Shout out Mr. Hubbard.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Hubbard.
Yeah, he did get fired the following year. But they also, enrollment was down, so they like cut a bunch of art positions. He was the art teacher. But yeah, no, like teachers who just let me like cry in their supply closet and then like talked to me, like gave me a little mommy look attention.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is like so much more valuable on a community level than any psychiatrist or psychologist. So I just didn't want to support suffering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's good though. It's good you got into something you're trying to make a difference with the kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, we gotta definitely get out of here. But if you want to say your last will to
my last will testament
you're coming
before I
up.
stab myself in the chest 20 times. Thank you for having me.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for having me. You've been a great audience.
Your Instagram, your upcoming shows, whatever.
Okay, yeah. So you can follow me at Gina M Comedy. I also run the Tampa-based stand-up Instagram page. I have some upcoming shows at the Commodore. And some stuff in the works for Outcasts, other things. I'm a producer.
Yeah, shout out your new show.
Yeah. We actually have a show Saturday, which might be after this is released, but fatherless comedy. I'm only booking comedians without dads.
That's awesome.
By the way, we only have one black guy on the show. I was very proud of that. It's mainly white women with tattoos and me who used to cut herself.
Yeah.
But no, we're doing cool, interesting shit. Yeah, I guess
Go to Tampa.
That's it. Yeah.
Go see comedy.
Shout out my students. Please don't rat on me to the principal. We're cool.
She's cool. She's trying to help you guys.
I'll buy you Takis if you shut the fuck up. Show me this video. I'll give you Takis as blackmail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll help fund it.
Middle schoolers fucking
I'll send
love
you a
Takis.
box of Takis.
Yeah.
A whole 32 box of just full-size Takis.
Yeah, those kids love Takis. Yeah.
All All right, well,
They love
thanks for
talkies
coming.
and Diddy. That's
Is that really what they talk about?
they're obsessed with Diddy.
That's crazy.
They love Diddy. Diddy loves them.
Doesn't he? That's a great way to end this.
All right. Take care, guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming. It was fun. Yeah.
Thank you.
And then we disappear.
She keep working that back and I'm about to throw the shit like